There is a substantial risk of loss associated with trading forex, binary options, stocks, or equities, collectively, asset classes. Only risk capital should be used for trading. Trading in any asset classes is not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. No representation is being made that investors will make profits, or will not sustain losses. Before trading in any asset classes, investors should consult with their professional broker, financial advisor, or financial consultant to determine whether trading asset classes is appropriate. Investors who trade in any asset classes should only do so if the capital used for this purpose represents funds that an investor can afford to lose without adversely impacting the investor's lifestyle. No trading strategy or methodology is without risk of loss. No trading strategy is risk-free, and no trading strategy can guarantee profits or freedom from losses. Investors risk losing the cost to execute any transaction, including associated commissions or fees. You should carefully consider whether trading in any asset class is appropriate for you in light of your investment experience and financial resources. Any trading decisions you make are solely your responsibility and at your own risk. None of the statements or materials in the Auvoria Prime chat rooms constitute a solicitation or recommendation to buy or sell.
Today is Monday, October the 3rd. All right, and we are here to talk about arrow, red light, green light, and market makers trend. Been very poor attendance the last couple of weeks. Probably as people going back to work, back to from summer vacation and getting their kids back to school and getting a routine. Hopefully things will pick up soon. We're here to talk about red light, green light, arrow, and market makers trend. If you are new and need help getting set up on either, please let me know in the chat. All right. If you're new to any of these products and need help getting set up, or you just have general questions, let me know in the chat. All right, looks like everybody is not new, as usual. All right, so, iPhone number 2. All right, hi, I'm here. David, how are the numbers results with EA testing last week? Everyone's been quiet about it in Discord. That's because not everybody is trading with it in Discord. So we're still testing, guys. Accounts are up the same amount as they've been. Didn't take many trades last week, the way their price was moving. So accounts are up anywhere between, I think I've got a couple accounts that are down. And then, I think everyone else is either near, everyone else is either, from what I've seen, at a slight loss. I think there's only one other account at a slight loss. Everybody else is up somewhere between 1% and 30%. So results, again, we'll update you guys when the time comes. So not really much to update on it. Get ready to change some logic on how things are, how the trades are managed. All right. Yes, it has very similar logic as market maker. So it does not allow hedging. So it's got an anti-hedge feature. It's got the same, up to 2% risk per trade and the parameters on, when it will stop trading based on loss or profit, as market maker does, based on your percent per trade. So it's very similar setup on that aspect. The only thing different is how it trades, the trend, and then how it, takes entries, things of that nature. All right. There are no recommended brokers as of right now. So we will have information for you when the time comes. If you're overseas, your best bet is to get into the PAM, because we will be putting the software into the PAM. The PAM is going to start off with market maker, and then I will add red light, green light to it. No concerns. So you can talk about the concerns all as you want. That those concerns, those don't affect the software. Most of the time, the software wasn't even in trades when price was having those massive moves. So So it's not a concern. Like I said, most accounts are up between 1% and 30%. Over just 3 weeks. We only tested the software for 3 weeks in the month of September. All right, got a big update coming this week. Test it out for 2 more weeks, and I'm hoping to have it out the 3rd week of this month. All right, 3rd or last week of the month. So we're looking to have it. Anybody else? I see a couple people just joined late. This is the Developer Insight Call. My name is Nate. I am the developer for Arrow, Red Light, Green Light, and Market Makers Trend. This call is to answer any general questions you have about any of those 3 softwares, help you get set up, whatever the case may be. This is the call. Please drop your questions or comments in the chat, and I will get to those for you. As far as the updates on Red Light, Green Light goes, I've pretty much given those to you guys based on the questions you've asked. Looking to have the software out in 2 to 3 weeks. There is one big change coming on how the software manages its trade for Red Light, Green Light. So we're going to add that in into the software. That software has shown that over the last couple of weeks, when Red Light, Green Light did make its big moves, the accounts that lost the trades because the profit lock didn't kick in, utilizing this new logic that I've come up with, the account actually made money with the new logic versus losing. To give you an example, on CPI, on the day we had CPI news, gold, I was in 2 gold trades. Both of those gold trades dropped in the right direction. It was already in a sale, it dropped. So it was already in the right direction. It's in the right direction because Red Light, Green Light uses another form, another logic of Market Makers Trend. So Red Light, Green Light, for those who don't remember, when I first launched the indicator, Red Light, Green Light is a simpler version of Market Maker as far as the trend goes, on how it finds its trend. And is used to trade pairs such as gold and oil. All right, gold and oil. So it's trained to trade, different pairs that move significantly different than the indices that market maker trades. All right. And so it was on the right side of the trade, CPI news. I had 2 positions. One trade was up 165 pips. The other one was up 157 pips because they were about 8 pips apart. And then they were reversed and hit stop loss. Now, it didn't lock profit in because the profit lock is at 189 pips. All right, so it's got to hit 189 pips for partials to be taken in profit lock. So I am adding in a better trade management logic, which will let the EA know when to lock in profit and where to place the stop loss at. So I'm adding in better trade management features. We will eventually add this same trade management feature to Market Maker as well. But we're starting off with Red Light, Green Light. All right, and we'll go from there. Again, the testing we've already done on it has shown that every trade has actually made profit versus losing if you didn't use it. So we've actually been testing that new logic for the last week and a half. So I'm going to get it out to the whole group test out. It should help out. With regard to the PAM, our existing accounts will be connected, or we have to open a new account for PAM. So if you have money with a broker now and you want to move to the PAM, you will have to actually set up the PAM. You have to convert, change your subscription to the PAM social trading. And then you will need to follow the directions from social trading as far as putting your money into the actual broker and selecting the PAM account to hook up to it. So you'll have to connect to the actual account itself. All right. That information will be given out once the PAM is launched. We should be launching end of week or beginning of next week. And then once we reach the minimum goal of money needed, trading will start. All right. So once it's launched, you'll have all the details you need. Fingo Pro 3 is my PAM, Fingo Pro 3. So number 1 is already out. Fingo Pro number 2 is about to launch or already launched this week. And my PAM is Fingo Pro 3. It will launch later this week or beginning next week. We'll definitely start trading next week because we have to have minimum amount of money in the account before the software will trade it. Which I'm not really worried about getting to, so it should be pretty easy to get to that. But all that information will be revealed when the launch happens later this week. Any other questions? I'll give it another minute or two. That's really the update. Already only updates have been given the last couple of calls here. It's just about red light, green light. All right, Market Maker, do have one update. We are going to be testing out version 2.05 this week and next week. And if all is good, we will be releasing that to the public. Version 2.05 has re-optimized DAX. So it's got a tighter take profit and stop loss than what it had, which means that your trades will now start locking profit a lot sooner. All right. We have new logic for US 30. US 30's take profit and stop loss is good. We just need to find better trade management, or not trade management, trade parameters that are a little more consistent on the winning side. And then on NAS, we left NAS alone. The only thing that changed on NAS was we added some different naming conventions so that brokers like 8cap can trade it. So that version will be dropping here in a week or two. All right. We'll be testing it starting tonight. Or starting tomorrow, I guess, when it starts trading. Well, tonight with DAX. All right, so the new version will go out tonight. Outside of that, those are all the updates that I have. I see no questions that come in. So if you guys are going to trade for the remainder of the day, make sure you trade responsibly. And I'll see you guys in the funding papers. Thanks.